Told you we'd be back. Welcome back. Do our reaction of last night's game. Wow.
Yeah. Very happy.
Very happy. That was
Not the score I expected.
No, it wasn't. Well, we wanted an exciting, good, clean game.
Yep.
And my opinion, we got it.
Yeah. And there was a couple of calls that were that kind of But I think there was calls against both teams that were kind of like, that's kind of nitpick thing, but they were calling it, I think, even.
Yeah, I mean,
as far as, they called some kind of nitpicky shit against the Eagles and against the Chiefs. I mean, if you're, depends on which side of the ball your loyalty lies on. It's going to depend on how you view penalties a lot of times, If your team loses, the penalties sucked. If your team's won, the penalties either were great or you don't care.
Yeah, exactly. But no, my biggest thing that I was just like, what a shocker and holy cow was the interceptions that Mahomes threw.
Last I knew, he had never won a game he threw a pick six in.
Right.
Now, that may have changed.
Right.
Because I think that was last year I heard that stat or something.
Right. And things change
right.
throughout games.
And that doesn't always mean they'll always stay that way. But when he threw that one to Cooper DeJean, I don't know where he was going with it because I didn't really see a lot of other.
I didn't see very many.
There was a guy kind of behind him.
Right.
But of course, the angle of the camera makes it look weird. But it looked like Cooper was here and this guy was here. And that ball went like right to Cooper. So it's like,
I don't know if Mahomes thought that he had.
Like the other guy was going to keep running. And
right.
I know that there was coverage. I don't know.
There was, like the announcers had said, there was miscommunication.
There was something.
On some plays and
but I was
things
so
like
happy
that,
for Coop to get a
pick six.
His first interception in his NFL career.
Yeah.
His first, obviously, then pick six.
Yeah, exactly.
In his first ever Super Bowl on his 22nd birthday. They don't get much better than that for a birthday.
Exactly.
And winning it.
And winning
it.
Now, it's like I told you last night. The families are going to be like, now what do we get?
Yeah, how do we top that one?
How do we top a Super Bowl ring?
Yeah, he got a ring for his 22nd birthday. And a payday. I mean, I know that they get some bonus. I don't know if that varies from team to team. I don't know.
I don't get into all that. Too many numbers.
His bonus for that game will be more than I'll make in a lifetime, probably. But, hey, he put the work in.
Exactly. I mean, all in all, but like we said, with the calls, it was pretty even. Like,
I think
looking at the stats, it was Chiefs had 7 for 75 yards, and Eagles had 8 for 59 yards. So it was right there.
Yeah,
it wasn't like 20 for this one and 2 for whoever.
Talking what, 16 yards difference?
But the amount of sacks that Mahomes that the Eagles ended up doing on Mahomes,
he got 6. He got sacked 6 times. And he got pressured a lot. And they never really blitzed. It was just that 4-man rush. And, man, they were getting them. They strip sacked them.
Yeah.
I mean, technically it's not a sack, I guess, but they stripped the ball from him on one play. A play that looked very similar to me, like the one that took Purdy out that year with his
arm
shoulder.
went back and everything. But
he's coming, like he's trying to start coming forward. I mean, it wasn't exactly maybe, but I was like, I hope he's not going to get hurt too bad because, yes, I wanted Philly to win, but I don't want to see anybody get especially a serious injury like that.
We never want anybody to get hurt.
For a while.
I did see some fans shared a video that they were concerned that Mahomes possibly got a head injury. Not from a sack or anything. Well, he had gone down and nobody else landed on him or anything, but his head bounced off the ground.
No.
And they were worried.
Hopefully he's okay.
He seemed to be all right. He got right up and
when
continued
you start looking
playing.
at the stats down through,
yeah,
I mean, just they're a little. I don't want to say padded. The Chiefs got a lot in the last 7 or 8 minutes of the game.
Yeah, they were
I mean,
doing what they could.
the Eagles put in their backups at some point, and I kind of missed exactly when. I really wasn't paying that much attention. All of a sudden, I'm like, wait a minute.
I want to say it was sometime in the fourth quarter.
Definitely, yeah. But I mean, I don't know if it was at the 3-minute mark or the 4-minute mark or what.
I want to say it was before that because I think I remember looking at the screen and seeing Kenny Pickett, and I was like, wait a minute.
And I don't know how many they swapped out. It really, I just noticed a couple, and then today watching a few of the other people talking about, they put in their backups, and I don't know how many. I have to look and see.
But I mean, I hate to say it.
So 345 yards for the Eagles, 275 total for the Chiefs. Here's the thing.
What's happening?
At halftime, the Eagles had 24 points.
Yep.
The Chiefs had 14 yards because of all the lost yardage.
Yeah,
tackles
with all those sacks and
14 yards, and your opponent scored 24 points. I think it was Terry Bradshaw that brought it up, and he's like, that, whoever would have thought that the Chiefs would have less yards than the Eagles at points at halftime.
You're right.
But also, that's going to be demoralizing.
Yeah.
No, the Chiefs are built to handle these kind of things.
Oh,
they just didn't last night.
There was something about it. I don't know. I can't.
What did I tell you?
I don't know. You tell me a lot of things.
When they were getting off the bus or whatever before the game started, they were showing the teams come off the bus. And they showed Kelsey and they showed Mahomes and they showed Andy Reid.
Yeah.
They looked mad.
Yeah,
They didn't have that
that game
hyper-focused game face. They looked pissed off.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not saying that the game was rigged, so don't take it this way. But it looked like somebody had got on the bus from the NFL and said, hey, let's go, guys. Oh, by the way, you're not winning tonight. And then walked off the bus, and then they're getting off like, what the? I'm not saying that's what happened, but that was kind of the look on their face was almost like...
typically when you're going into a Super Bowl, you're hyped up. You're,
Or at very least,
you've got the game face.
You're focused. They just looked like, whatever.
They just like... There was a lot of
something was going on. Maybe something on the bus. Maybe something prior to the game within the team. I don't know.
We don't know anything like that, that's just our thoughts and opinions on what we saw.
Yeah, they just looked angry.
Yeah, and
like they were just mad
during the game, there were some sitting on the sidelines like, all right, it's like they didn't want to even be there.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the AFC Championship game, they zoomed in on Travis Kelce.
Right.
After a play.
Yeah.
Where I can't remember if he got a first down or not, but it was close. If he didn't get it, I think he did get the first down.
Right.
And you see him kind of get up, and they're zoomed right in. I mean, you can see his eyes through his helmet, and he had that look like, okay, let's get up and get back to the line of scrimmage. Let's just get through this.
Yeah.
Kind of look. I'm thinking, well, gee, is he hurt? Maybe.
Right.
I mean, I played, when I played sports, you play through the pain, it's like, all right, just...
Let's get through this one more play and...
I didn't play football, but I played real football. No, I played soccer.
You played European football.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We didn't have a football team.
I technically played soccer, too.
Yeah.
For 1 year. Anyway.
Our daughter just arrived at home.
But, yeah.
There was a lot of that. And then I noticed that last night's game, there was some of that just... like
they were tired.
They looked like they were just physically, mentally, and emotionally drained. And you are at this point in the season a lot of times.
God, yeah.
But that's what makes champions, is to overcome that.
Right.
I mean, I remember in the military times that we were cold, wet, tired, hungry, beat down. Yeah. And, hey, this shit's got to get done.
Right.
And you're going up and over, and you're
Yeah, no, I know. And like I told you last night, Tom Brady put it, in my opinion, the words perfectly, is that there's a reason why no team has done a three-peat.
It is so
It is hard. You get to the Super Bowl, you win, you get the ring, you get the banner, you get the last draft pick.
Yeah. Here's your rewards. Oh, by the way, here's your other reward, the last draft pick.
But
in the first round anyway.
like he went on to say, then the next season starts and you're right down at the bottom again to work yourself back up.
Climb back up just like everybody
else. Everybody else is down at the bottom and they have to work their way up too.
But I mean, if you continue on some of those stats, passing yards, 226 for the Chiefs, 210 for the Eagles. Rushing yards, though, 49 for the Chiefs and 135 for the Eagles.
Yeah. My thing, I noticed that with the passing yards at least, you didn't see Hurts throw the ball a lot. He was handing it off.
He was
more.
I don't know. I thought he threw it quite a bit. I really did. When we get to the player stats, it'll show. But he didn't have to throw a lot. He was efficient with his throws. He got downs.
Well, I had missed some of the first part of the first quarter because I had to run an errand. So,
but if you look at first downs, total 12 for the Chiefs, 21 for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Third down was 3 and 11 for Chiefs, 3 of 11 for Chiefs, 3 of 12 for the Eagles.
So that was even, pretty, yeah.
But total plays, 49 for the Chiefs and 70. And that is where the Eagles really ground this game down is time of possession, long, sustained drives.
Yeah.
And they're very, very good at that.
Yeah.
And they just don't give the ball back.
No, they ran the clock.
The Chiefs
they used
did
the
not
clock
have
to their advantage.
a ton of time to do a lot, but when they did, they were 3 and out, or interception, or things like that.
Right. I
mean, so yeah, to put this into perspective here, go to player stats, scroll all the way down on this thing. They never kicked a field goal or extra point. So kicking is dashes all the way across.
Right.
So Harrison Butker never even took the field. Mm-hmm. Matt Ariza.
Sorry if we're pronouncing it wrong.
I think that's how it is. He punted for 311 yards. He punted 3 football fields plus 11 yards.
Yeah.
He
was busy.
If you have to punt that much, that means either you're scoring a crap ton because you're scoring and then punting off.
Punting away.
Every time you run down the field.
Right. Or you're doing a lot of 3 and outs.
And in this case, it was 3 and out. His average was 51.8.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just seemed like. I mean, that's a lot of damn punting. I don't know. I don't keep up with the punting part a lot, but that's a lot.
Neither
if
do
you go
I.
to
Let's
the
see
Eagles,
here.
let's see what.
B-Man. I don't know his first name.
He punted for 96 yards.
Yeah. Average of 48.
Yeah.
Hello.
Jake Elliott was 4 for 4. Scored 16 points.
Yeah.
Longest was 50.
So, I mean, overall, this game was an amazing game. It was.
So, Jalen Hurts was 17 for 22, 221 yards.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes was 21 for 32, 257. So, completion-wise, 17 versus 21, it's not that different. But attempts, 22 for 32. But
yeah. Pat
had 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Hurts had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Yeah. I mean, this game was a shocker because of the way that both of these teams have played. And like I said in our last video, I mean, you've got 2 of the best defenses going up against.
Yeah. Their leading rusher for the Eagles was Jalen Hurts with 72 yards.
Yeah.
Barkley got 57 in 25 carries, only 2.3 yards.
Yeah.
They shut Barkley down. And that was what we had said the Chiefs needed to do to win. And they did that.
Yeah.
But it didn't help them.
It didn't help them.
Because when you shut him down, I mean, Jalen Hurts can run. I mean,
well, the thing, too, is like...
He can run, he can throw, he can do a lot of things.
Chiefs were going after Barkley, but the Eagles were also going after him, blocking Worthy a lot. He only had, from what I saw, a couple of explosive plays.
Well, let's look and see exactly what. 8 receptions, 157 yards.
Okay.
19.6 average, 2 touchdowns. So, part of that is because he had 2 very big receptions.
Yeah.
Long receptions.
I think one was over 50 yards.
Yeah.
That they had
Travis
said during
Kelce
the game.
was 4 receptions, 39 yards. 9.8.
Yeah, because his first
18 yards.
One of his first Kelsey's first receptions, he only got like 7 or 8 yards.
Mm.
But all in all, my opinion, that game was wow. I mean,
like I said, happy for the outcome.
Yes, very happy.
I expected the score to be closer.
Yeah.
I was really thinking, because both teams have really good defenses.
Right.
I was kind of thinking more like a, 23-27 or 20-23-24,
Yeah, I was
something
almost
like that,
thinking right about that, about 24-27.
Or you're going to watch and see, I was kind of thinking to myself, it's going to be one of these where the defenses just don't even show up, and it's going to be like a,
Right.
40-47, kind of score,
right.
Kind of thing.
But both teams really did. I mean, they did what they were there to do. I mean, they were best in the NFC, best in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
But all in all, like I said,
I'm happy.
I couldn't have been happier for everything, and just
now.
Uh-oh.
The big speculation.
You've got that look.
It's all, I'm seeing it pop up everywhere. Did we just watch Travis Kelce's last game?
I don't know, because I did. Now, I know there's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of things out there.
You got people saying, this is definitely his last.
He's done. He's not doing it anymore.
I've heard from people on the team, but then you also have other people saying there's no way he's done, so.
A quick little video, because on my breaks I sit there and scroll through my phone, that he was asked that question, like, where do you see yourself in 3 years, during Radio Row.
Yeah.
And he's like, still playing football. But that's...
You also got to remember, they have to be very careful on what they say there, especially before the Super Bowl. He can't say, I'm done after this game. He can't do that.
Right.
He has to be very PC about, politically correct about what he says.
Yeah.
He's representing not just him, but Kansas City Chiefs. And
right.
He has to be very cautious.
Well, he did go on and say that you always keep your options open.
Yeah.
Backup plans.
He's won what? He's won 3 Super Bowls, right? The last 2, and he was with them for the other one, I believe. Too.
I believe so, yes.
So he's won 3 Super Bowls.
Yep.
He set a bunch of records. I don't know how many, but he set a bunch of them. The only person he's really got to prove anything to him is himself. Because those that already, those that say no, he sucks. They're going to say he sucks if he won the next 30 Super Bowls and had 800,000 touchdowns.
There's all of them out
they're going to be, he still sucks.
Yeah.
You're going to run in, I don't care who you are. Not that he's going to put up those kind of numbers, but you know what I mean. You're never going to silence the haters.
No, you're not. Unfortunately.
I could honestly see him hanging it up. He's got the podcast with his brother.
Yeah.
He's got a TV show thing that he's doing.
Oh.
He's smarter than a celebrity or something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got some other stuff going on. He's probably got stuff going on we don't even know about.
Right.
Behind the scenes. I mean, him and what's her name? Taylor Swift?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I'm not a...
He's not a Swiftie. Neither am I. But I don't mind her music, but...
Does she play anything by Hank Williams Jr.?
No.
Oh, well, never mind. AC/DC? She cover any of their stuff?
No.
Yeah, that's 2 strikes.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean, he's got...
So, I mean...
He's got the podcast.
And his brother's already retired.
Yeah.
Which I kind of feel bad for Jason.
I know.
He played one more year to get another ring. Maybe he wouldn't lose this one.
Yeah.
I like Jason. He's
oh my God.
And there's nothing against Travis either. It's just
right.
Of the two, I think Jason I resonate a bit more with.
Right.
Even though I'm quite a bit older than both of them.
Yeah.
I think Jason's like 37.
Yeah, Jason's 37, and because I just looked it up the other day.
Freaking 12 years older than he is. So,
Kelsey's 35.
You know.
Yeah. So, but no, I wanted to get on, as tired as we both are.
Way past our bedtime last night.
Yeah, we did.
You kind of had to. It was Super Bowl. I mean, had the Chiefs been crushing it, I would have shut it off.
Yeah, right. I would have too.
But I didn't even feel comfortable when it was, like whatever it was, 30-6 or something like that.
Yeah,
it
was like 34-6 or something.
Like that. I'm like, I don't know, whatever the score. I'm like, nah, this isn't.
Yeah, because there's been comebacks before that happen with those kind of scores, but yeah, no, 4:00 this morning came awfully early.
Yeah, I know.
But
I wasn't awake when you left the room, but I was awake when you left home.
Oh,
I was awake when my phone dinged off saying Amy left home.
Yeah. Oh well. But yeah, no. So
there are an awful lot of football fans celebrating.
Oh yeah.
Because obviously the Chiefs fans wanted to see the Chiefs win.
Yes.
Duh.
Obviously.
And I'm sure that there were other fans, like Cowboys fans maybe, or Giants fans, people that don't like, the Eagles are kind of their arch nemesis, that were probably rooting for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to bet you there was a lot of frickin' teams fan bases out there that were rooting for the Eagles.
Yeah. Me personally, I know that there were some part of the groups that I'm a part of, were constantly posting all day yesterday before the game, fly Eagles fly, any support. And even my best friend's mother, who I call her like my third mother, had posted, she goes, I like the Chiefs, but I want to see someone different.
How true it was. I mean, they're just posting stuff on the internet, so
yeah,
you never know. Although supposedly everything on the internet's true, isn't that what they say? Bullshit. That were like, even as a Chiefs fan, I'm kind of glad we didn't win this because we needed to humble a little bit.
Yeah.
They said
bring it back a little bit.
Yeah, to set us up for future.
Yeah.
No, the other thing is it's going to be interesting over the next coming weeks and months to see who stays with both teams. Mm-hmm. It's not uncommon after a Super Bowl, win or loss, to see players start to migrate.
Yeah,
how many stuck around because this year could have been a three-peat and they could have been part of a history-making team. Right. Well, that's over now, so you'd need, 2026, 2027, 2028. Or
all that stuff.
Super Bowls in the 26, 27, 28 to do it again. And they're like, I ain't got another 3 years left in me,
Right.
So I'm out,
Yeah, no, now I'm anxious to see updates and things like that about who's staying, who's going where, and not just between the Chiefs and Eagles.
Oh God, I can't remember his name. I am terrible with names.
Yes, he is.
Eagles coordinator that may be taking a job with head coaching job down with the Saints.
I don't know. But I gotta pay more attention to this stuff. I know I'm a girl, but
what's that got to do with anything?
Well, it's
You're like a girl?
Yes.
I did not know that.
But like, I watch all these other YouTubers, and they're like, and I know I'm just starting, but I swear I am gonna try to do everything to get better at this. But we will definitely be doing more videos on the off season, who's got traded, who got a contract, extension or things like that. I'm really honed in on Chase Higgins and Hendrickson on the Bengals just because I would really love to see.
So the Chiefs got their first touchdown with 34 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Okay.
Did not get the 2-point conversion.
Right.
Their next touchdown came with 2 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game.
Ooh.
And the last one came with 1 minute 48 seconds left in the game. Both of them were which they got the 2-point conversion.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the first time they said that the Chiefs have been held scoreless for 3 quarters. For nearly 3 full quarters.
Yeah. No.
I mean, 34 seconds shy of it.
But,
Wow.
yeah, to see all of that was just amazing. I'm glad I stayed up and watched it all. But, like I was saying, I'm interested to see how the off season's going to go, how the draft is going to go, things like that. I will be trying to do, like, I like to play around with the mock drafts and things. I don't post a lot of that stuff just because I get, there's haters out there like, no, we're having him, or things like that. And it's just like, I don't.
Well, where are you guys picking 16th?
17th.
17th?
Yeah.
Gonna have to see who's available.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Gonna have to see who's the best available defensive players when it's trying
Yeah.
to pick.
Yeah.
That's what you really, really need. And you gotta figure out something with that O-line. Maybe your new O-line coach will do something. Because you've got plenty of talent on that O-line. But
Yeah.
he still seems pressured. But
Yeah.
you need some edge rushers. You need secondary. You need...
Yeah,
you
they
need a lot.
need depth. A lot of it is like,
You don't
They-
just need depth. You need guys out there on defense that can... corners and safeties that can
yeah,
do something.
right. Well, we'll see what next
You
season
need a running
brings.
back. Nothing against the guy you've got, but you need another power... well, you know, like a power back, running back.
Right,
Like an
right,
Aston Genty or
Right.
Cam Scatterboo. I'd actually rather see you guys get Cam Scatterboo.
Yeah, he,
And that's
wow.
nothing against Genty, but I don't think Genty will even be remotely there when you guys pick.
No, a lot of the mock drafts that I've been
Cowboys.
seeing along with the ticker has been Cowboys, Jets, all the
But I
top
think Cam
10.
Scatterboo might be better for you guys, where what you're really looking for is that power back to get you that 3 to 5 yards.
Right,
It's,
right.
You know,
Yeah.
not that Scatterboo can't go for long distance too, but you know,
Right,
kind of
but
do like what
just
the Eagles do with Montgomery and Gibbs. You got Sonic and Knuckles. You got one
Eagles or Lions?
Lions. Excuse
Okay.
me, we were just talking about the Lions. You know, you've got Gibbs that is really good and fast,
Right.
and Montgomery that is really good, but speed isn't his big thing; it's power.
Right,
He kind of
yeah.
bowls his way through better.
Yeah,
You know, if
Yeah.
you could develop, who's the running back you got? Brown,
Chase Brown.
Chase Brown,
I
as
believe
more of
it
a
is.
speedster.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can. I don't know. I don't.
Right, he has a little bit of speed from what I've seen in
He's got some
clips
quick. I mean,
and
he's
things.
good. I'm not saying he's not good.
He's got quick spurts,
but
and then
I
it's
like
like it
Cam
dies
Scatterboo.
out.
And
Yeah.
I like Aston Genty. I mean, push comes to
right.
shove. I
Yeah.
don't think you get hurt taking either one.
Right.
But I just don't see Genty being there. And I don't. Cam Scatterboo may not be there.
Yeah.
But then again,
But-
there just hasn't been as much, like,
Excuse me.
you know, fury around him. You know, people haven't been talking about Scatterboo as much, and
Yeah.
you know,
We'll get into a lot of that this off season.
who you got them taking for Waterboy?
You. James.
What's his name? Waterboy, the movie.
Bobby Boucher.
Yeah, you got to take Bobby Boucher.
Yeah. High quality H2O.
Yeah. With Dumbo.
Anyway, so I just wanted to get on and give our reactions to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And we'll go into more depth and stuff about the off season and the draft and preseason and all
As
that.
long as you guys don't have to play them in the Super Bowl next year. The Eagles.
Yeah, ouch.
They're going to be tough.
They are going to be really
They're going to
tough.
be tough next year, too.
But
Whether they make it back to the Super Bowl or not, who knows? Time will tell, but
I always call it when a team wins the Super Bowl and the next year everybody expects them to go back and they don't. I call it the Super Bowl hangover.
Yeah, that's what everyone kind of calls it.
Because it's like,
Hey, you know, I mean, yeah.
We'll see what happens. But look forward to getting more videos out.
Did you know that there is a team that has actually three-peated?
Yes, but not all Super Bowls.
Because they didn't call them Super Bowls. They were NFL championships. It was prior to the merger.
That's right.
1929, 1930, 1931 NFL champions, the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, there was only a handful of teams compared to what there is now.
Right.
I think, yeah, because of the expansion and stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, things were different in some, but they were. I mean, what is the Super Bowl other than the NFL championship?
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you win the Super Bowl, you are number one in the NFL.
Yeah.
If you won the NFL championship, you were number one in the NFL.
Yeah.
So technically, the Packers have three-peated. They just didn't call them Super Bowls then.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, the NFC championship, the AFC championship, then the NFL championship.
Uh-huh.
So, but I don't even think it was AFC and NFC back then. I don't know how they did that.
Yeah, I can't
I don't
remember.
know, because that's going back. I mean,
Way.
yeah, that's several years before I was born.
Way before I was born.
It was before your grandparents were born.
Yeah.
Well, after mine were born, but
Yeah.
all right.
But all right, so stay tuned. We will definitely have a video out again sometime in the near future about the off season and anything newsworthy that pops up. I will definitely make a video on it.
Yep.
So stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.
Yep.
All right.
Bye.